What people often do is come to church for the nutrition, but then dip it in human opinion. Because they want the flavor of the culture. They want the flavor of the environment. They want the flavor of the educational realm. They want the flavor of the society, and they wonder why they're not getting the nutritional benefit of the revelation. Because it's been dipped. He describes wisdom in two ways. He says that there is a wisdom that does not come down from above. Verse 17 says, but the wisdom from above. So there is a wisdom that comes down from above, and there is wisdom that does not come down from above because it's earthly. So he deals with a contrast approach to wisdom. There is wisdom that comes down from heaven, but he says there's wisdom that comes from earth, and any wisdom that comes from earth, he says, comes from hell. It's demonic. So even though it's coming from earth, if it disagrees with the wisdom that comes from above, it came from hell, even though humans are giving it. Because earth is giving it, but he says demonic has inspired it. So a lot of the information we are hearing on TV, in the media, in our classroom, with our friends, even with our family, is hell talking through people that sounds good. Because it's not birthed from above. He says the wisdom from above brings order and peace. The wisdom from the earth brings conflict and consternation. Because it's coming from the wrong source. The wisdom from above, according to Romans chapter 16, verse 27, comes from the only wise God. There's only one source of wisdom. Job chapter 28 is the most comprehensive statement outside of Proverbs on wisdom. And just to give you a couple of verses from Job 28, he says in verse 12, but where can wisdom be found? And where is the place of understanding? Verse 13 says, man does not know its value, nor is it found in the land of the living. Verse 20, where then does wisdom come from? And where is the place of understanding? Thus it is hidden from the eyes of the living and concealed from the birds of the air. Where do I find it? Verse 23, God understands its way, and he knows its place of location. For he looks to the ends of the earth and sees everything under the sun. Verse 28, and to man he says, behold, the fear of the Lord, that is wisdom, and to depart from evil is understanding. What he's saying is your source for wisdom has to be rooted in God, because he's the only one who knows where it's located. And the reason why he's the only way he knows where it's located is because he's infinite and we're finite. In other words, he is without limitation. We are with plenty limitation. That's why we go, oops. That's why we go, my bad. That's why we go, I thought, I felt. Because we have limited scope. That's why you need an app. We have limited scope, so we need a Waze app, a wisdom app that can negotiate because it can see further than we can. And he says he understands God's name is I am, present tense. He has no past, no future. Everything for God is now. Anything tomorrow, he's already been there and come back. So he cannot be flawed. He cannot make a mistake. He cannot advise incorrectly.